What's up? Welcome to Destination Station. As always, I'm Destin. Thank you for clicking on this video. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, the bell notification, all that good jazz. But today is going to be a little bit of a different video, and I am going to talk about the slap that was heard around the world. You all know what happened at the Oscars with Will Smith and slapping Chris Rock on stage live. And, you know, there's a lot of people on different sides of the coin here. There's a lot of people that are, you know, for Will Smith or for Chris Rock, you know, and for comedians, which they're both pretty much, you know, I mean, Chris Rock is more labeled as a comedian, and Will Smith, you know, a lot of people, you know, stand with his beliefs. I'm somewhere in the middle. I think they're both wrong in this aspect. But if you have to ask me, I think that Will Smith is more in the wrong, and I'm going to get to that here in a minute. So yeah, I'm about a day and a half late on this, and I'm sorry for that. But I really had to process this, and I've watched it so many times. I watched the uncut versions of it and everything, and we start off Chris Rock hosting the Oscars, and he is just taking jabs at a few people, you know, like that's what comedians do. That's their job, is to make fun of people. But where do you draw the line when a comedian is, or anybody is, making fun of a medical condition? And another question is, does these comedians know about these medical conditions, or are they just looking at image and they're just, you know, going for a laugh, you know, going for a punchline real quick? And with Chris Rock, I don't know if he knew about it. You know, I heard some backstage audio with Will Smith, which I'm hoping is accurate, that you know, that Chris Rock did know about this about his wife Jada Pinkett Smith's condition. What's the condition called? Alopecia? It's where, you know, you have hair loss and stuff. A lot of people do suffer from this, and you know, diseases are horrible, and we cannot control them or anything like that. And it is very distasteful when somebody disrespects you or your loved one, especially when they have a medical condition. I 100% agree with that. I 100% agree with that. But where I don't agree with is that there is no excuse in this world that anybody should result to assault. There's no excuse for it. Especially for Will Smith. He really showed his cowardness, you know, in this, because like giving Will Smith status, you know, it even looked like Will Smith laughed a little bit prior to him walking on stage, and a lot of people were wondering, was this staged? And at first I was thinking maybe it is, but afterwards, whenever you see Will Smith saying, "Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth," about twice, and Chris Rock was just stumbling his words for a second and trying to like process what just happened, I was like, wait a minute, this is not a gag, this is real. And did Jada Pinkett Smith, question is, did Jada Pinkett Smith actually like give Will the stink eye and say, "Hey, you better do something, or I'm gonna do something," you know, or you're about to get it, you know, or whatever? Did Will Smith feel in trouble? Like, did he feel obligated to really get up there, or did he really feel that upon himself? That's the thing, because first reaction, he kind of laughed about it. Maybe Will Smith was trying to process it as well. Maybe Will Smith was like laughing, and then like, oh, wait a minute, what did he just say? You know, like that happens with all of us. You know, we're processing, you know, what is a joke, but we really realize that it's actually a disrespect. It's really disrespectful joke. It's really disrespect on us. And then we process that, and we're like, oh, wait a minute, what did you just say to me? Like, you're not going to disrespect me. I get that. But there was a better way to handle it, Will. I'm a huge fan of Chris Rock and Will Smith. More Will Smith. But after this incident, I don't know so much, because this was just so unclassy, in my opinion. There were so many other ways you could have handled it. When you won the Oscar, or whenever you were able to get on the mic, or you could have walked on stage and grabbed a mic or something and said, like, you don't talk about my wife this way, confront him in front of the world, confront him on like this, and make your point that way, instead of walking on stage and just slapping the shit out of him. This was really, really uncalled for. And just to give Will Smith's status in Hollywood, in America, in the public eye, he should not get a pass. And I know that Chris Rock is stated that he's not going to press charges. Well, the police department still can press charges. There's been a lot of incidents where, two loved ones or two people get into a fight, right? And the police department gets called. The police officers get called. The units get there, and the other party's like, no, I don't want to press charges, blah, blah, blah. But there's a mark on someone's face, or there's evidence to show that this person did result violence onto somebody else, and the police department will take it upon themselves they're supposed to take it upon themselves to press charges on that individual. So the police department could still press charges on Will Smith. They haven't so far. So that's the thing. It's like, what is considered, above the law? That's the question here that a lot of people need to really realize, is like, is Will Smith, is certain Hollywood characters, are they really above the law? Are they really to the point? Because like in different jobs and stuff like that, you see people that have been there for 30 years, or CEOs or directors or whoever, been there for so long. But if a regular employee out here does something against policy of that business, that employee will get fired 9 times out of 10. But if somebody that has been grandfathered in or has been at a business for so long, and if they more likely, will most likely get a pass, and they won't get the same result of breaking that policy. It's like they're above the policy. It's just like the same instance with this. It's like Will Smith is above the law here in a lot of ways. I'm not condoning Chris Rock's joke or behavior, but it was a really tame joke compared to what he could have said, or what other comedians could have said. I don't feel like it was on the level of disrespect that comedians have showed other celebrities or other people in their audience. It's kind of like their thing. They pick on people in the audience and they say stuff, and if Chris Rock did know about Jada Pinkett Smith's disease, then shame on him. But Will Smith showed his bitch side by bitch slapping Chris Rock. So now Chris Rock is actually in the more right. You see what I'm saying? There's a balance there, and Chris Rock is here now. It's kind of like, that's not it's not eye for an eye here. It's more of a who's the bigger person. There was a way better way of handling it. And what's hypocrisy about this whole thing is that Will Smith for years has talked about how he doesn't like violence, and he's all about love and all that kind of stuff. And then he even gets on stage and apologizes to the Oscars and talks about love. And Denzel and Bradley Cooper and Tyler Perry all had to calm him down in between commercials and stuff. I've seen all those videos, and hopefully one of them three or all three of them said, hey dude, you kind of fucked up. You let your emotions get the best of you. That's not the way you handle something, especially of somebody of your status, Will Smith. Will Smith, you are a public figure. You signed up for this job. You signed up to be this public figure. People are going to take jabs at you. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Did you never learn that in grade school? Did they not teach you that shit in Bel Air? So yeah. This is crazy. Everybody's talking about this. Is it staged? Is it a hoax? Or is this real? My opinion, after reevaluating everything, it looks pretty real. I think it is real. And a lot of people say, are on the fence on one side of the fence saying that Will should have his Oscar taken away. I don't agree with that. I think that Will deserves that Oscar. He did a great performance and he won that for a reason, but I don't think Will Smith should be invited back to the Oscars. The Oscars needs to take accountability and needs to not show favoritism in this scenario. They need to do something about this, because now what all comedians across the world have to worry about is that if they're up there talking and a heckler happens or something, everyone's going to get up and slap the comedian. They're going to say, Will Smith slap, or whatever. They're going to make it a trend. And this doesn't need to be okay. You can't be on both sides of the coin here. There's just far more better ways to handle this, Will. And I don't want to not be a fan of yours, because I am. But I think Jada's making you crazy, bro. I think you love her. I know you love her, or you wouldn't be dealing with this shit. But there are women to love, and there are women to what. And I'm not going to get too raunchy on this channel here, but you need to figure out what kind of woman you're married to, okay? Because a woman that has cheated on you with your son's friend and another rapper, and they've taken pictures together, like August Alsina has taken pictures with your wife and your kids and everything like that, dude. No, I have too much pride to deal with some shit like that. I would rather pay child support to the end of my days than deal with something like that. And in this scenario, you have the evidence. You probably would win custody of your kids or whatever. I know they're pretty much grown, but what I'm saying is, is she worth it? Is she fucking worth it, man? Seriously? Because it's to the point to where Jada is making you lose your sanity and possibly your career. And your fans love you, man. But you gotta quit slapping folks, alright? That's a bitch move. Alright? Take the heat or get out the kitchen. But hey, what do you think about this? That's all. That's my 2 cents. Just wanted to go on here and tell you what I think. We all don't know what happens behind closed doors. We don't know how Will is. We don't know how Jada is behind closed doors. We only know what they want us to see. But tonight, Will Smith looked a little bit. Last night, Will Smith looked a little bit unstable. If you ask me, what they should do is they should greenlight G.I. Jane 2 and put Jada Pinkett Smith in it and make it a badass movie. And put the tagline, keep her name out your motherfucking mouth. And put Samuel L. Jackson in that bitch to say that line. And there you go. Market that shit. What do you guys think? Subscribe to Destination Station. Like this video. Subscribe for all things that are trending, horror, Scream related, all that good stuff. I got my new outfit and everything. I hope you like it. Check this out. What in the Saved by the Bell shit is this? All right. Anyways, subscribe to Destination Station. As always, I'm Destin. I see you guys when I see you guys. Peace.